We would like to pray together from Yerushalayim for all of the people looking for each other, that they find each other this Tuesday night and this Wednesday, and may they all build the most beautiful, blessed, happy, healthy, sweet homes together, so that this Yom Tov will be complete. Lo hayu yamim tovim liYisrael, kachamisha asar ba'av. It's such a joy to speak to each of you as we prepare here in the holy city of Yerushalayim for one of the greatest festivals of the year. Maybe a festival that's not necessarily appreciated by everyone yet, but who, according to the Mishnah, is one of the highlights of the year. Lo hayu yamim tovim liYisrael, kachamisha asar ba'av. This Tuesday night and this Wednesday is considered one of the greatest festivals because it was on that great day the unmarried men and the unmarried women would all get together in this holy city and throughout Eretz Yisrael to meet each other. And till this day, we're intrigued by the fact that the 15th of Av is less than a week after Tisha B'Av. So what's the connection? Why did they choose this particular day? Beyond all the historical explanations, I'd like to suggest that perhaps the tikkun, the spiritual rectification of Tisha B'Av, comes when we can introduce people to each other. There are so many people struggling to find their spouses. And perhaps the 15th of Av, which was the day when they would go out to the fields, when they would go out to the vineyards, and they would meet each other. Maybe it's a challenge for each of us to impact upon us, to be sensitive to the needs of the people looking to find each other and help them in that great adventure. So many of us have opportunities to introduce people. Are we doing it? Do we care? Do we pray? Are we interested? If not, then maybe on the 15th of Av, we're supposed to be awakened to that cause. According to our tradition, the 9th of Av, maybe it took place, the destruction of this holy city, because people weren't close enough to each other, because people weren't respecting each other, because people weren't loving each other. When we bring people together in a state of love, that's the tikkun of the sinah, that's the tikkun of the hatred, of the enmity. Kol ha'mesameach chatan v'kala, ki'ilu bana ahat mihorvot Yerushalayim. Whoever brings joy to a bride and groom, it is as if they are rebuilding one of the ruins of Jerusalem. Every bride and groom that you will bring together on this 15th of Av is another step in the rebuilding of Yerushalayim. I guess there are two responses, you know. The word ahava in Hebrew, ahava, is numerically equivalent to the word echad, which is one. When there's a certain sense of the oneness of the souls, that's surely one of the indications of a true level of love. Some suggest that the root of the word ahav has something to do with the ability to care for someone else to the extent of giving them, from the word hav, which means to assist the other person in receiving something. And perhaps each person should try, if they're really dedicated to the notion, maybe if they can build the relationship to the level where it can develop into the level of true love, even if it's not there right now, maybe with the proper levels of exertion, of emotional input into the marriage. It could turn to be that, even if it initially was not that way anyway. There are so many marriages where people have worked very hard at it and have been successful. We pray for all the married couples. Maybe the 15th of Av is not just the time to pray for the people that have not yet met each other, but all the people who have met each other, that they should be able to rekindle the experience of the 15th of Av and live happily and healthfully together forever and ever. Shalom.